live on Facebook, and with Travis, Thom, we're going to be talking Facebook marketing, likes to leads. Travis, thanks for being with me.
Dave, thank you very much for having me. I'm really excited about the information we're going to share today. So excited for everyone here.
Me too. So we're going to jump right into it. We know everybody's super busy right now. We want to respect your time, so we want to get right to the good stuff so we can help everybody out. Travis, tell us a little bit about you, your company, and what we're going to be talking about.
All right. So I am a Facebook marketing strategist. I run Facebook ad campaigns for real estate brokerages, teams, title companies, you name it under the real estate industry, we do it. And we're an agency and also a coaching and training program. So in short, that's what we do.
That's awesome. We're going to get into showing people tools they can use within Firepoint to get their listings out there, get them seen, past sales, current stuff, generate buyer leads, generate seller leads, all of that good stuff. Again, guys, thanks for joining us. At the bottom of the screen, one more time, you're going to see a Q&A section. Please ask your questions as we're going, so that way if there's something on the screen that pertains to what you have a question about or what you need to know, ask right then and there. We are going to try and answer all the questions as we are going. So, Travis, I know you presented some stuff for us. I want to dive right in. Tell us what the heck we need to know about Facebook marketing. Oh, wait, before we do that. Also, so what you're going to be talking about, sorry, I get excited about this stuff.
Yes.
What we're going to be talking about, you coach this stuff, so you can teach people how to do this, correct?
Correct.
And if I'm just too busy and I don't want to learn how to do this, I can also hire you and your company to do this for me.
Yes, exactly. We have a full team, and they're top in the industry. So we encourage people to learn first. If they don't, they say, I just don't have time for it, then of course, we're happy to take them on and run it for them. Awesome.
Well, let's dive into it. You got some great stuff. Let's start going through it. Again, guys, take your notes. We are recording this. We'll be replaying it later, not just within the Firepoint users group, but we'll be getting it out there so you guys have all of this information. But take notes, and Travis, take it away. Let's jump right in.
Awesome. Can you guys see my screen okay?
We can.
Perfect. All right. Just a little brief history about me before we get in. So I used to be a real estate agent. I ran my own brokerage. I was a qualifying broker for about 15 years. At the height of my career, I had 271 listings. And during that time, that's all. Yeah, that was kind of a crazy, wild, stressful, exciting time. Nice. But during that time, a lot of some of the strategies, one of the strategies I'm going to show you guys today is how we maximized every single listing that we had in order to really create this amplifying effect, to really make sure that we drew more exposure, drew more leads, and really pulled people in.
So you were doing your job. You weren't just putting it in the MLS and letting the MLS do all the work for you.
Yeah, exactly. Not doing the whole prayer and a sign thing, hoping that it takes off. This was, we were kind of pioneers in our time, starting out, really trying to push the internet to the limits, and we failed a lot in our adventures of the internet, trying to get out there. But through that failure, we learned a lot and we grew a lot. But now with systems like Firepoint, it makes it a lot more easier. So,
right.
It's
if you're not failing, you're not trying hard enough, right? We have to be trying different things to make sure if we're not failing, we're not pushing it. And one thing that you hit on this when you said you had all these listings, 200 and some odd listings, and you were pushing them is, I think one common mistake agents are making is when we have listings that we're not leveraging them enough to get buyers, right? Every listing, we should be getting between 2 and 3 solid buyers from every listing, guys. So pay attention here, because this is how you do it.
Exactly. And that's what you need to squeeze the life out of each listing. And so that was a big thing for us as listing leaders. Right. We knew that exactly with what you said, Gabe, with every listing we took on, we knew that was going to either result in one more listing and then possibly 2 to 3 more buyers.
Right.
And it was just a rinse and repeat kind of methodology. So every listing has about 3 life stages. So it has coming soon, just listed, and then just sold. And that's a great opportunity for us to really maximize every life stage. So if you can leverage every little life stage from coming soon, just listed, just sold, it's going to allow you to gain more exposure, show that you're active in the market, really kind of create that social proof to all the neighbors, friends, family, people you have in your sphere, and then generate more leads and create that consistent brand awareness for your business. But before we go into some of the strategy, I'm going to show you guys just a little bit of information about Facebook ads and a study that was done recently. Customer acquisition, this company, they researched over 100,000 Facebook ads, and they found that the ad's image is responsible for up to 90% of an ad's performance, which is pretty huge.
Say that again. Say that again.
Sure. So customer acquisition researched over 100,000 Facebook ads. And during that research of all the campaigns, they realized that an ad's image is responsible for up to 90% of the campaign's performance.
Right.
That's like a really big deal. So for everyone watching, your ad image is one of the biggest choices that you make. And what it tells us, though, too, is that you should place key messages on the image. Or make a call to action button or put a call to action button on the image so it looks like it's applicable, right? And there's things that you can do like Canva or Snappa tools that are easy to create those kind of things. But if all the eyeballs are on the ad image, then we need to really leverage that. Okay. So a few copywriting things that we're going to walk through real quick. We use this copywriting style for a lot of our ads, and it's called ADIA, attention, interest, desire, and action. So first, we need to follow this formula of like creating attention, right? An image that really is beautiful, engaging. And recently, I was meeting with Facebook, and they actually kind of gave us some deeper insight for real estate ads. They said, you know what, from the data that we're getting, we can tell you that exterior curbside images get a higher click-through rate than interior images.
Oh, interesting.
And yeah, they kind of equated that, and they have all the data, right? So they equated that to more of like the deeper psychology of maybe you're driving up to a home or your friends or family are going to see the quintessential, right, all-American kind of, curbside. What are they going to think on Christmas Day as they walk out with friends and family? So if you can use, so this one, we obviously didn't take that approach, but a curbside photo, that's probably going to get you a lot more images. If it's a rental, it's the opposite. It's going to be interior images. So for sale, use, exterior to really grab their attention.
Outside.
So interest, right? Use just listed, kind of capitalize what it is, summarize what it's all about, use emojis. When we use emojis in our ads, we typically get about 0.5% higher click-through rate on the ad image, or sorry, on the ad itself. And click-through rate is really what we're going for, right? The maximum amount of people that can click on the ad, you get them over, the amount of traffic we can get, because we know that it's a numbers game when we get them to a page to convert. So
when you're talking about this title on here, like the just listed, so this doesn't have to be just listed. This can be new price or back on market, anything that has some sort of attention to it.
Exactly. Something that's going to grab their attention, using an emoji or emphasizing the headline, without getting too spammy. Don't put 25 different flame emojis. Keep it somewhat tamed down, but enough to create what we call a thumb stopper, because most of the ads are all going to be running on mobile, because that's where it is, right? So make sure, and people engage, right? We're in the era of digital snacking. So someone's thumb is really just making the decisions for them. It's swiping past all these different great articles, but then if you can capture their attention for one more second, you have that opportunity to get them to click and take action. So beyond that, then we create desire. And desire is really withholding the information that people truly want, which using historical data from National Association of Realtors, it's photos. People want to see more photos. So if you could really emphasize that and say in the headline, see all the photos now, or see the price photos and all the details now, right? Tell them to take that, what is that desire? Then the action part is the call to action button, or the call to action on the ad, or the call to action in the ad copy. Either way, really, people sometimes forget that you need to tell people what to do. You've gotten to this point, right?
So you just really those buttons that you overlaid on the photos to get them to click on that, or down below, probably similar message to get them, we're going to the same place.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly. And you're really trying to repeat the message. And often in ads, we'll repeat the call to action about 3 different times.
Okay.
So we'll call to action in the ad copy up above. We might have it on the image if we have that ability, or have it in the headline. And so here you can see it says, check out this amazing home, right? That's one call to action.
Right.
More, that's a second. See all the photos now, and then see all the photos. So we have about 5 maybe different call to actions here.
Okay.
Take specific action there. So quick formula for you guys. So most of the ads that you're going to see out there, people just post them out and then they're hoping for organic reach or that their friends might see it. But really what you really want to do is also use the ad manager. So the Facebook ad manager, which I'm going to show you guys after we deep dive into some of these slides here. We run these campaigns typically to about a 5 to 12 mile radius around the property. And the reason why is statistically from the National Association of Realtors, and if you guys have read the recent report from 2017, that's kind of like our playbook. Right? That's our
we're most of us are agents realtors. We've not read the book, so just tell us.
So in there, it really says that statistically, a great majority of buyers move within a 12-mile radius of their previous address.
Got it.
So we know the 12-mile radius, 15 as well, is going to be the sweet spot where everyone is moving, within that market.
Right.
So
instead of just posting this ad that you created, hoping that your friends and family, whatever 100 or thousands that you have, you're saying, get in the ads manager, which you're going to show us here in a second, do a radius, because chances are your buyer is coming from this radius. So now not only are you hopefully finding a buyer for this, but you're also getting that other listing.
Exactly. So you're trying to create as much exposure as possible, one for your brand, two to generate buyers, right, and create this exposure and see that and get other buyers and sellers to see that you're active in the neighborhood. So you'll target people that are likely to move, people that are house hunting, Realtor.com and Zillow. And why I say Realtor.com and Zillow is because those are actual targeting interests. Facebook, what they do is they aggregate all of this data. There's over 600, and I think 20 different touch points of data that they aggregate it from. Your web browsing habits, your location habits, because you carry your phone with you, it's in your pocket, right? Cell phone data, your emails, your comments, different plans you're making, conversations in Facebook Messenger. Right. All of those things are picking up on the keywords, the information that you're looking at. So if you visited Realtor.com or Zillow recently, or you've liked a page about it, or you've talked to a friend that you're currently house hunting, all of this data is gathered from all these different places, credit card companies, Experian, right? All of it is pulling it in and saying, you know what? We're going to create targeting interest based on these people's actual life behaviors. So if you can fish upstream and target people that are already actively searching on Realtor.com or Zillow, or they're house hunting, and Facebook knows and they have this precious data, then you can fish upstream and show them the right house, the right ad at the right time that matches up statistically to, within the radius of what they're going to do. And the cool thing for this with Firepoint is, and correct me if I'm wrong, Gabe, with Firepoint, you can then send the traffic from here to basically the property in Firepoint, and then track exactly the actual ad, right? If this ad is getting you those leads. Right?
Yeah. So and actually what I can do is, what's really nice about it, and again, between what Travis is talking about, I'm going to steal the screen away for just a second. Okay. What'll happen here, guys, is what he's talking about. So we've got this new listing that we want to talk about. So what we're going to do is we're going to go to the front end of our Firepoint site. And let's just say we're going to pull one of our clients here. Let's just say it's this property here on Deer Ridge. You're going to pull up the full detail page because this is where we're going to want them to land. And we're going to grab this URL. So what you do is you just go into your Firepoint, come into your settings page where you can go to your lead sources. And again, you control all of your lead sources and all that. So what a lot of people do will do like Facebook new listing, or if you're doing like Facebook condos or foreclosures, any of that stuff, you just create the source so it makes sense to you. Just paste that link in here. And then Travis, what do you recommend? So we give everybody 3 options here. We can have it register right away if they stay on the site and look at multiple properties. What do you recommend for the lead capture?
I like to try and build that interest in the ad and then get them to the point right off the bat where they have to enter their information and I can get
immediate.
Right.
All right, so we'll put immediate, and then because this is a new listing, obviously we're probably targeting buyers because of lead distribution, we want to know if we think it's a buyer lead coming in or a seller. So yeah, you just literally pick buyer, put that link in here, you hit generate. We've got that link that fast where you can literally just go to Facebook, paste it in there,
wow.
and it puts the ad in there for you. Then now you can put additional comments. Oops, didn't mean to zoom in there. Whatever you want. All right. If you've done other photos, obviously you just upload the other photo, but you can create a tracking link that fast. So when the lead comes into Firepoint, we'll know it came from Facebook, that new listing or something like that. So it's super fast and easy to put in the system there.
And that's exactly what, as a Facebook marketer, that we love to be able to track and actually have that kind of data. So that's gold.
Okay. And we got a couple questions that popped in, and we're about 15 minutes in. Gosh, time flies. All right, Jennifer's asking, so is this specifically an ad, not boosted, or what is it? So you're saying you recommend not just doing a simple ad, use the ad manager and promote it, right?
Yes. And so this is, so Jennifer, this is an actual ad that you would create in the ad manager. It's very, once you get used to it, it's very easy to use, but the difference between boosting and having access to the ad manager is the better targeting options, being able to exclude certain things. And I'm going to show you guys what I mean by that in just a little bit. I'm going to actually go in the ad manager and show you. So boosting, it's the easy button, but it's not necessarily running an ad. It's just boosting what is called a PPE, a page post engagement. So it's optimized specifically for engagement, and engagement is comments, likes, and shares, which is really cool. And it's nice to have that. And it's, kind of like the gratification of like activity. Right. But when you're looking at the ad manager, we can optimize for traffic.
Let's see it. You keep teasing us. Let's see it.
Let me get to this next slide here. Okay, can you guys see my screen okay?
Yeah, we can see it. Okay. And then, hey, Enrique, while he's going to that next screen, we are going to talk about just sold and stuff like that. So we're going to answer your question here in just a few minutes.
So coming soon, very similar. So I kind of skipped over reverse order here, but coming soon is one of those that you would put before just listed, of course, naturally. Same kind of recipe here, but you're just warming up that audience for the coming soon, and then you hit them with that.
Right. And one thing too on the coming soon, guys, make sure that you are checking with your MLS. MLSs, different ones have different rules and regs, whether you can or cannot market these coming soon. So please make sure you're not doing something that you can't do, or you have the proper documentation to do that. So
exactly. Some rules are meant to be broken when it comes to MLS.
I did not say that. I didn't disagree, but I did not say that, for the record.
No, Gabe did not say that. Firepoint did not say that. I didn't either. We'll edit this at the end. So for this is, there's so many different ways to do a just sold, right? And we try to emphasize that you build up some anticipation and you say, really show the social proof and tell the story. If the property sold over asking price, say that, right? Use whatever you can. Say this property sold under 15 days and 10,000 over asking price.
Right.
But don't show the price, right? Or if you want to, you can say, it's sold for this much, but build a little bit of mystery to get people to click on this and send them to a Firepoint home valuation landing page.
Right. And guys, you have that. So if you guys, for those of you that are with Firepoint, if you do not, he has a picture of it over here. If you do not have that home valuation page, you guys just have to turn it on. It's in your system. It's not an extra charge. There's nothing to that. That is a page that's there and available to you guys. You just have to turn it on. So,
and Gabe, do you guys capture the information like address, name, email because some people abandon home valuation websites like midway through for whatever reason?
No, great question. Great question. You can tell that you've been in real estate. So that's what we love. So, Firepoint really wants to be that by agent for agent. And we know sometimes people put in that address, then that next screen pops up where it says name, email, phone number, and then they just jump. We capture everything every step of the way. So our process is type in the address. Once we have it, if they jump ship at that point, we will still create a lead. Obviously, we don't have a name or phone number, but we still create that and get the address to the agents. Next screen, excuse me, if they bring in their name, contact information, and then they jump, because the following screen is a home information verification, like how many beds, bath. We pull the public records, but as we all know, that's not accurate a lot of times. Right. If they jump there, now we have the address and their name. So no, we capture every step along the way, guys. Plus we provide the valuation and give you a copy of the valuation as well. Another really cool thing is, as you know, Travis, a lot of these third-party valuations are off. They're not terribly accurate. We put a big box right next to the valuation that says challenge this valuation with a custom in-person valuation by one of our local experts. So we really try hard to get you guys that engagement.
Perfect. Yeah, that's perfect. That's like the perfect recipe there. Because a lot of home valuation landing companies don't have that, so it's great that you guys do. So anytime you're promoting a just sold, right? You're promoting the success of this. Now, who should we target for a just sold kind of ad, right? We should target homeowners, because naturally, any kind of homeowner, even myself, there's my neighbor's house that sold about a block down, and my wife and I were talking. I wonder how much it sold for. What is that going to impact our value? Hopefully, it sold for more. So you always want to know, like, what do those properties that sell around your neighborhood? How does that affect your value? So a great opportunity is to then promote this kind of just sold to all the homeowners around the area of that property to try and get listing leads, right? Try and develop seller leads, because you've teased them already with your success of saying, hey, it's coming soon, just listed, and then it's sold. So you're then pulling them back in and following up with that.
So you're going to show us how to do that, right? In fact, I got a message on directly to my phone. If I don't know these people, how do I find them on Facebook? You're going to show us that, right?
Yes, I'm going to show you guys exactly how.
Go your way.
So so this whole thing, really, this kind of strategy, it's not necessarily high level, right? It's very easy to achieve. It builds credibility. It recaptures leads back into your funnel, proves your success, and positions you really as the expert. So a little kind of formula here that we use in some of these campaigns is that you're building yourself as the authority in your marketplace by doing this, right? Just imagine you have, let's say, 10 to 15 listings coming up through 2018. If you did this for each one of those listings, now by the middle of the year, right, or the end of the year, everyone is going to start to really think of you as the authority figure, right? Because you're the one that just keeps think, oh man, it is like coming soon. It just sold and just listed. And you take them through this indoctrination and pre-framing process. So a lot of these people are going to see all of these ads of your success, their social proof, before they even meet you. So there's an internet marketer named Frank Kern, and I love this quote by him. Pre-framing is essentially using marketing to control their opinions and feelings about you before they even have the chance to read your sales message or interact with you in any way, right? So this is the same thing. If someone sees maybe like 14 or 15 just solds, and previously months earlier they saw just listed and coming soon, they keep seeing your brand and your name, you're positioning and pre-framing them, right? You're taking them through this indoctrination process that you are the listing expert. You could have someone that's like really kicking your ass, and doing more than you in your market, but maybe they're not showing it, right? Maybe they're not actually taking the time to create ads and show everybody. So show your success, take them through. So, gather, nurture, follow up, and convert these leads. I'm going to take you guys through the ad manager here.
Finally. Oh my gosh. I want to see this. I've actually never done it. We've had people do it for us, but I've never done it. So I want to see how this works.
Let's see.
Hey, Chad, we got your question. We'll answer that probably here towards the end. I'm going to let Travis keep rolling through here to get through the ads manager. You got about 6-7 minutes left. Okay.
So let's take let's just assume that this is a property address in Denver, right? I'm just going to, so you can actually put in your actual property address of a home here and dial that down. But I'm going to say dial down to like a 10-mile radius around Denver just for now.
Okay.
So what we're going to do is we have 1.7 million people. I'm going to change the ages here to about 24 to, let's say, 51. And for this one, guys, I'm going to say that we're doing a just sold. Okay. So I'm going to go into detailed targeting, and I'm going to type in homeowners. So I'm going to go for a demographic. These are people that actually own homes. And this is taken from data all across the globe, right?
This is all data that's already in Facebook. So you're just picking the criteria, you're just filtering it down.
I'm filtering it down. Yeah, I'm saying, so already it's down to 660,000 people. I'm going to now exclude renters. So I'm going to exclude renters.
Okay, we're looking for listings. You're saying this is a just sold, preferably you're looking for listings right now.
I'm trying to target only homeowners. So I'm going to exclude the ad from recent home buyers and people that recently borrowed a mortgage, recent mortgage borrower. So people that didn't just buy a home recently, and people that also
I had no idea you could even do this.
Yeah, right. This is what we do every day. So buying a house, that's an interest. And I'm going to say that people that looked at realtor.com, because we have to also know that, sellers are also buyers. Right. And historically, the research has been that they look at homes online and start to say, where are we going to move to? What is that?
Well, is there anything worth moving, right? Is there anything worth selling my home to move to?
Exactly. So we're fishing upstream based on their behavioral interests and activities that they're doing online. So I'm saying target homeowners that are interested in buying a house, that looked at realtor.com or Zillow recently, and that are likely to move. It's a behavior category.
Right.
Basically pulling in that these people statistically, based on their habits online of things.
And there are a lot of companies that do a great job helping you identify these people in your database. But again, what Travis is doing here, for those of you watching this, these people aren't in your database. They're just on Facebook, and you can filter and find them and get your brand, get your success stories in front of them.
Yeah, exactly. So and then we need to narrow our audience right here, and then make sure that we say homeowners, so we can just because what this is, not an interest. We need an actual demographic. So what this does is this says we must match that one of the following is above here. This is all basically saying or they are or likely to move or homeowner. This saying that they must match that they are a homeowner, and we're excluding recent home buyers and renters. So we're only showing a just sold ad to homeowners that are likely to move, that are positioned to buy a house in their near future, right? That's like the perfect targeting mix that we could create for this kind of cocktail.
Got it.
Right. Should we do Q&A or?
This is huge. Okay. So basically, so what you're doing, again, we did this example for a just sold. So every time you do a just sold, you can be hitting this. It's that image, the overlays, whatever call to actions. You'll be sending them to the whole home valuation page. I've seen people create a custom page on Firepoint, guys, that just has all of their past sales on it. You can drive them there again, because a lot of times sellers like to look for like a resume. So really wherever you want to send them. Coming soon, Enrique asks, is there a coming soon page? Again, there are custom pages, guys. You can literally drag and drop images. If you can do coming soon in your market, you can send them to those with a button that says click here for more information, and that button can bring up our contact us form. However you want to do it, all within Firepoint. Jennifer asks, is 400,000 too broad of an audience? I'm guessing that's on the example you just gave an ad manager.
Yeah, so 400,000 people, is that too broad? It depends on your ad budget, right? So average rule of thumb, we say, is $10 a day per 100,000 people in the audience. Now, it's give or take, right, with some grain of salt there. So not to get too high level, but there's the Facebook algorithm, which is known as BEAR. It stands for bidding, expected action, and relevancy. So when you go into the Facebook ad auction, this is basically, we're saying that we're going to go into an auction of 400,000 people in this audience. Right. We're competing in a blind auction with maybe 25, 50 different people going after maybe the same audience or similar overlaps of the same kind of demographic. It could be insurance company, Coca-Cola, right, whatever it might be. So if we're coming in with, let's say, $5 a day to those 400,000 people, we're most likely not going to win this auction. It's probably going to be, it's going to take our money and say, yeah, we'll run with it. But if I'm to go in and say, you know what, I'm going to spend about, let's say, $20 a day, then my daily results as far as reach of whom it's going to be served to is going to position us a little bit higher. So
right.
you want to make sure that, you're trying to follow that formula to some degree. $10 a day for 100,000 people.
Okay. So and then somebody just asked what kind of budget per ad. So you kind of answering that right there. And then how long? How long are you doing these? How long will you run it just sold, for example?
Yeah, so it depends on a few things. Ad fatigue on most ads typically kicks in about, let's say 14 to 22 days after. And what I mean by ad fatigue is that
I was just going to ask. I'm like, come on, dumb it down for us.
So people have seen, there's a frequency score that basically indicates people have seen the ad way too many times.
Okay.
And you'll have them what's called a relevant score. How relevant is your ad to that actual audience on a scale of 1 to 10? 10 being perfect, it's hyper relevant. 1 being people absolutely hate this ad. It's not relevant to them. They don't want to see it. So if you start to see that drop over time, it's because people have seen it too many times. It's reached ad fatigue. All of your costs start going up, and the reach and impressions go down. So really, that's kind of like you got to read the data and the stats to know when to just kill it and turn it off.
Well, and this is the stuff that you're teaching, right? So Chad asked, and I have a feeling a lot of agents are probably thinking this. We're going to go over both. But you do coach us and train this, right? So once you learn how to do it, you can do this. You might need some refreshers. So tell us a little bit about your training and how that works and looks for our clients.
Certainly. So we have a private membership website that has over 100 different training videos that are really in depth, from the basics to understanding the ad manager, which we're inside now, to the Facebook pixel, to retargeting. We go up to intermediate to advanced, and different strategies on everything from chat bots to seller lead generation, and how to write good ad copy. The Facebook algorithm all goes in. From there, every Monday and every Thursday, we have support calls. So myself and my team, we're on those calls, and we do screen sharing just like this, and we'll go through your campaigns, help you navigate through the ad manager, refine an ad, tweak it, help you read the data, or just rebuild an entire campaign. And then every other Tuesday, we do a new training on the new changes that Facebook has come out with. How to create a messenger booking appointment system, for example, right?
That's awesome.
And we also create Facebook ads for you guys. So it's just my favorite thing. We have my graphic design team. If you want any kind of ads, my graphic design team you just order them for free from a graphic designer, and they'll pump them out within 48 hours for you.
All right, that's awesome. All right, so coaching. Tell what does coaching run, or is it different? Like, how does it work?
That's the same. So yeah, the coaching and training is all packaged into the same. So it's a group environment. People share their experiences, their successes and their failures, because we learn from failures.
Right.
And we are there. So it's myself, my Facebook ad management team, my creative copywriter, my graphic designer. So we're all there as a team to help everybody. Okay. So we're basically kind of like your Facebook Ninja support crew, but we also are teaching you, all the stuff that we do in our Facebook agency. In our agency, we've generated over 50,000 leads. So for the real estate industry. So we have a lot of data.
So pricing for that though, is that on the website? Can you share that here? Is it all on the website, depending on how much coaching? How does that work?
Yeah, so our coaching program, it's month to month. So just anytime, no contracts. It's $397 a month. Okay. We have an amazing amount of information and data that we give away. We have over like 75 different ads that you get right away. Nothing is locked down. It's open, so you can start anywhere you want. There's an amazing amount of information. If you just want some free information, you can just go to travisthom.com. My last name is spelled Thom, so travisthom.com. There's lots of different training videos and how-to guides.
Is that where they can find out or sign up for coaching as well?
Yes, you just go into the services page, and there's a little tab there they can click on that. It'll send them over to the coaching.
Okay, so again, TravisThom, THOM.com.
Yes.
And then get all there. How about if I've got people asking if I just want him to do this for me? What does that run? Do we have pricing on that?
If you want to do it, we have that on the services page, and we can we can tailor. We're rolling out something new for everybody probably in the next 3 months. I don't want to go over the details about it now, But if you guys want the pricing and kind of get more information, TravisThom.com under the services page, and we can go over all the details there. Happy to talk to anybody about it. And really just, if anyone has any questions, feel free to reach out. But I think what Firepoint has going on and with Facebook ads, it's like the perfect mix.
You have to. I mean, and a lot of people I've heard like, oh, they're so many of them aren't good, guys. It's all about numbers, right? There's a reason why they're costing you pennies or dollars versus hundreds of dollars from Zillow or Realtor or any of those. But you're still building a pipeline. You're getting your brand out there, and the brand out there too. You cannot put you have no idea how to put ROI on just getting your brand out there, and it's super hard to track. So this is awesome. Another question that came in, is a seller landing page in Firepoint the same as the home valuation page? No. Good question. Huge difference. In fact, let me just show you that really quick. Okay, that's a big difference. So if you're doing this, you're going to want to set them different spots. So here we go. Share screen. So seller landing page is this, where it's basically a fill form. Again, sellers, guys, when people are Googling you and they want to sell their home, they want to know about who you are, some information. So our seller landing page, you can put any video you have, could be testimonial videos. If you have radio stations you're working with, again, any other videos. But they fill this out. They come in as a seller. The home valuation page is actually a page just like this, where they start typing their address in and it goes through. And it actually creates an estimated market value report for them that gives them a copy. And again, captures their information and sends it to you as an agent for follow-up. So big difference. So this is our home valuation page, where they actually get a home valuation report, like a market snapshot type thing, or a seller landing page, where the reason we call it a seller landing page, again, is we want to send them, when you're dealing with sellers, on something about you where they fill out a form. When you're dealing with buyers and when they want to find something, they typically want to fall on a page that has pictures of homes, right? So buyers want results and look at homes. Sellers typically want to know about who you are and why they should list with you. So good question. Big difference between the two pages there, between seller landing page and home valuation page. So
and I love the privacy policy on here, because that is something that Facebook looks for, and they create a score based on that. So if you don't have a privacy policy on your pages, it can make things a little difficult for your campaign sometimes. Yep.
Absolutely. Cool, guys. All right, we went about 7 minutes over. Travis, thank you so much for joining us. Again, everybody, TravisThom, THOM.com. You can find out about his coaching, how to help you guys utilize the tools within Firepoint, get more likes, get more leads, get more business, all that good stuff. So Travis, thank you so much for joining us. Appreciate it. Again, this will be replayed later, guys. So thanks for joining us and have a great day. Take care.